Oh my goodness. What a day. What a day, what a day, what a day. Today's post is going to be a bit of a moan, a bit of a rant. But I guess I should start with blessings. Today, weather-wise, it's been an absolutely glorious day. Absolutely glorious day. My name is Sylvia Smith. If this is the first time you've joined me here, I'm Sylvia Smith of Incline Training Consultants Limited, and I come on here to share reflections, share any pertinent learning that I've experienced, be it with my day job or any of my side hustles. But today, my goodness, my God, I was up this morning full of the joys of spring. Started the day with some gospel music, listening to some gospel music by one of my favourite DJs at the moment, Brother Charles, who plays gospel music on Friday mornings on Unique FM, a black radio station here in London, UK. And so I started the day with that, and that was kind of uplifting. It was appropriately spiritual, and that was all going fine. I woke up quite early because I had to be over in a place called Belvedere, which is Kent, southeast London, just a bit further on from southeast London proper. And I was up with the larks. And I got up a little bit earlier because I needed to check the address, confirm where I was going, and so on. The colleague and I spoke about this meeting a few days ago, so I was fairly confident it was going to take place. I should just add that on Monday I had a similar experience, but I was the one who had made the error. So I went off to southeast London, only to discover that the meeting was not actually scheduled to take place on that day. But today, a Friday, a day I generally don't do any out work or work that takes me far, because I like to have that day for sort of administration, desk work, and obviously presenting my Friday PM show. So I generally don't work out far on Fridays, and I'm going to have to return to that rule. I must stick to some of these rules that I've made to help me manage my time and manage my fatigue, and putting in these little rules helps with that. Off to Belvedere, Kent, only to get there early. The meeting was scheduled for 10:30, so I'm based near Heathrow, so that's west. So, you can imagine I left only to get there. The young person in question I was going to meet about, didn't know I was coming. The staff that worked with him didn't know I was coming. I then thought, oh my goodness, have I got it wrong again? Checked some of my notes. Thank goodness I've been keeping notes. Checked some of my notes, and I've clearly written that the colleague and I have agreed that we're going to meet today. So I just made a few phone calls to discover that, colleague is off sick, and of course none of her folk in her team were aware that this meeting was taking place. Her manager didn't know, other colleagues didn't know, so of course people are apologising profusely. I could have done without that, because I really could have done with the rest. Anyway, all was not lost. I met with the young person, we had quite a good chat. I just got an update from him about what was going on for him. But essentially, what happened today was a late cancellation, so I'm going to have to bill the organisation for that piece of work. Okay, so I have I've got 2 more kind of activities. A telephone conference with another colleague about something, so we had that scheduled. And then I had another meeting with another young person later on in the afternoon in the same area. So it was one of the reasons why it was all going to work out very well, because I was going to do this meeting this morning, have this conference in the middle of the day, and then meet with this young person in the afternoon. So, start to make my way. Well, in actual fact, no, let me reverse a bit. I did in fact have the consultation with the colleague earlier than scheduled, because she wasn't sure what time she'd said. So that was kind of cool. And then I start making my way to my last appointment for the day, to then get a call from the carer that the young person is unlikely to be at home. And in actual fact, she'd actually forgotten that we'd agreed to meet today, but the young person has not been coming in on time, and it's highly unlikely that he was going to be there. So I said, well, it's going to have to happen when I return from leave, because I'm on my way there now. But we'll just have to forget it. So I've been out the entire day. I did manage to achieve a couple of personal errands, which I'm thankful for, because it does mean that at least I don't have that still to do. But I'm exhausted, and as I say, this is why I like to leave Fridays for desk work and for, doing my radio show, because it just eases me into the weekend. So yeah, that's been what my day has been about, essentially my working day. When I get back to my home office, I will try to see if I can muster up any kind of energy to at least start writing a report. But I've got a couple of goals I want to achieve this weekend, because next weekend I'm going to be away, and I have absolutely no intention of taking any work with me, and that's going to be fantastic, because I'm thinking back to when I was studying, or when I have in the past had marking to do, and invariably I would take these pieces of work away with me and complete them while I'm on holiday. I don't want to do that this time. What I want to do while I'm away on having my break is to do some more personal learning. A couple of things I want to become more engaged with, and that's some editing, film editing. But I want to actually become more competent with the Mac's visual editing suite on. I also will be taking my recorder with me, because if opportunities arise to interview people while I'm away, I want to do that too. So I don't actually want to focus on any of my social work per se. I actually want to focus on some of the other creative interests that I have. So yeah, that's been my Friday. Yeah, have yourself a great weekend. If you do want to follow me, please do click the notification bell down below, and whenever I post anything, you will be notified. If you have any comments, how's your Friday been? How are you enjoying the weather wherever you are? You know, leave a note in the comment box. Peace, brothers and sisters.